Hi, I'm Mike from Comprehensive Grants Management, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about the HUD Veterans Affairs Supportive Housing, or HUD-VASH program, which is a housing voucher program targeted at homeless veterans and administered by HUD with VA input. Since 2008, HUD and the VA have awarded HUD-VASH vouchers based on geographic need and the Public Housing Authority's administrative performance. To assess need, HUD relies on the Veteran Administration's gap analysis, which is a formula that includes data such as HUD's point-in-time count, which is submitted by the continuums of care, and data from VA medical centers that track the number of contacts with homeless veterans. While this is a HUD voucher program, this program does collaborate with the VA in administering services for the program. The primary roles of the VA in this program is to provide case management services for participating veterans through its healthcare system at the VA medical centers or community-based outreach clinics. Another key role of the VA in the process is making the initial determination as to potential eligibility of the identified veteran for the referral to the housing authority. Veterans must meet the definition of homelessness. They must demonstrate a need for case management services as determined by the VA, and eligible candidates will also need to agree to participate in case management before they can be referred to the housing authority. The VA is also going to be responsible for providing appropriate treatment and supportive services to potential program participants if needed. And case management is at the heart of this program, and it is a requirement for participation. The major role of the Public Housing Authority in this formula is to accept the VA referrals and determine whether the veteran meets HUD's requirements for the program. The Public Housing Authority will also administer the veteran's voucher and is responsible for explaining the rules of the program to the participants, issuing the voucher to the eligible veterans, approving the housing unit, making sure that housing assistance payments are made on time to the owner, and ensuring that both the family and the unit continue to qualify under the program. The major difference between this program and a traditional HCV voucher program is the determination of eligibility, as well as the information you're allowed to screen for in the process. As I mentioned previously, the VA will make the initial determination of eligibility. When a Public Housing Authority receives that referral, the Public Housing Authority is going to be limited in the amount of information that they can screen. A Public Housing Authority may only screen the family for income eligibility, citizenship, and also subjectivity to registration as a sex offender under a state or state sex offender register program. Ordinary screens for criminal background checks outside of the sex offender registries are not permissible, as well as other screening questions or inquiries that you may have initially wanted to conduct, such as whether they are prior HCV participants or participants in other public housing programs, and if they left those programs owing money or otherwise not in good standing. Information such as that is not permissible to screen for in this process. Another major difference between the VASH program and your traditional HCV program is that portability will also be determined by the VA. As case management is a requirement and at the heart of this program, the VA is going to want to ensure that the participating veteran has continuity in the services that they are receiving. And if the VA can ensure continuity to their case management services, then portability can be allowed. But that determination of portability is going to be approved by the VA based on the accessibility of the case management services. In summary, this HUD-VASH program is a surprisingly great balance between two different federal agencies and is shown to be a pretty great tool in combating homelessness among veterans.